2 years on from the meltdowns at the Fukushima nuclear plant, the true working conditions in and around the stricken reactors are slowly emerging. In an exclusive interview, one nuclear worker sent in to help tackle the meltdowns has told the ABC how he was deliberately ordered into a building flooded with highly radioactive water, a mission that left 2 of his colleagues with radiation burns. The worker says he was told by his supervisors to keep working in the dangerous situation, despite his radiation reader constantly beeping out warnings. North Asia correspondent Mark Willisey reports from Fukushima.
It was just 10 days after the Fukushima reactors melted down, and workers were still battling to cool the nuclear fuel. One of those sent into the high radiation zone was this nuclear veteran. The ABC agreed to hide his identity because he fears reprisals for speaking out.
I was ordered to go into the turbine building of Reactor 3 to lay a cable to get the power working again.
Shinichi and his 5 co-workers cut their way through a wall and entered the blacked-out turbine building. It was then they discovered just how dangerous the situation was.
As soon as we started working, our radiation readers began beeping and quickly stopped when our preset exposure limit was reached. Then I looked down and saw all the water. We hadn't been told the basement was full of contaminated water.
Most of Shinichi's co-workers were sent in wearing only ankle-high boots. 2 would suffer beta-ray burns from the contaminated water.
The clean-up and stabilisation of the Fukushima nuclear plant has been plagued by scandals, including workers having their danger pay ripped off them by unscrupulous contractors, and other workers being ordered to shield their radiation readers to keep their exposure to a minimum.
Unless proper and safe conditions can be guaranteed, nuclear workers will continue to leave, and this crisis at the Fukushima plant will not be resolved.
Shinichi argues that his supervisors knew the situation he was being sent into was dangerous, so he's taking his case to Japan's Labour Office.
My supervisor said our radiation readers were malfunctioning. That's why they were beeping so much. He said that we had to keep working. So although I was scared, I could not leave.
The plant's operator TEPCO says at the time it couldn't anticipate that there would be leaks in Reactor 3. For Shinichi, he had to stop working at the plant soon after his Reactor 3 mission because he'd reached his maximum radiation exposure. Mark Willisey, ABC News, Fukushima.